All right, welcome to another deep dive. Today, we're taking a look at how AI is transforming the marketing world.
Okay, sounds good.
We're going to focus on Omaha Steaks and their Father's Day campaign. We've got your notes here and some articles.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they used AI to, well, I guess you could say, level up their marketing game.
Exactly. They were already pretty successful, right? So what were they trying to achieve?
It seems like they wanted to take things even further, make their marketing even more effective.
They partnered with a company called Claritas for this, right? What can you tell us about them?
So Claritas is an AI solutions provider, and they offered Omaha Steaks two key solutions.
Two solutions, huh? Okay, I'm intrigued. What were they?
AI personalization, also known as AIP, and AI broadcast attribution.
So AI personalization, that sounds pretty self-explanatory, but what does it actually mean in practice?
It means tailoring marketing content to individual customer preferences in real time, going beyond things like DCO, dynamic creative optimization.
Okay, so it's not just about showing everyone the same generic ad. It's about really understanding each customer.
Exactly. And the results were pretty impressive. AI personalization alone led to almost 10,000 clicks to the Omaha Steaks website.
Wow, 10,000 clicks. That's huge. Were those clicks converting into sales, though?
They were. And that's where the real magic of AIP comes in. It optimizes the entire customer journey.
So someone who grills every weekend might see a different ad than someone who, say, prefers ready-to-cook meals.
Absolutely. That's the level of granularity AIP allows. It's a significant step beyond older methods like DCO. DCO can be effective, but it's often manual.
Right, lots of guesswork involved. So AIP takes the guesswork out of it by using data and AI to refine the messaging for each customer.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got AI personalization covered. What about this AI broadcast attribution? How does that work?
So AI broadcast attribution focuses on measuring the effectiveness of traditional broadcast media,
Yeah.
like TV and radio.
I see. So how do you measure the effectiveness of, say, a radio ad? That's always been a bit of a challenge.
It has. But Claritas' solution analyzes data to pinpoint which broadcast channels are actually driving sales. It takes the guesswork out of media buying and lets you optimize campaigns based on actual data.
And what kind of results did Omaha Steaks see with this?
They saw a 145% lift in performance over baseline conversion rates and a 23% gain with AI optimization versus the control group.
Wow, those are some serious numbers. I'm starting to see why Omaha Steaks went all in on AI for this campaign.
Yeah, the results speak for themselves. And one of the key things that sets Claritas' approach apart is something they call the attribution feedback loop.
Attribution feedback loop. That sounds intriguing, but a little complicated. Can you break that down for us?
Sure. It basically means that Claire, their AI, isn't just analyzing data once. It's constantly learning and adapting as the campaign runs.
So it's like a continuous improvement cycle powered by AI.
Exactly. It's not just about analyzing data. It's about using that data to refine the campaign in real time.
Okay, so they're not just A/B testing different ad versions. They're personalizing the entire experience based on real-time data.
Precisely. And that's what led to such impressive results for Omaha Steaks.
This is fascinating stuff. We've only scratched the surface of this attribution feedback loop, so we'll definitely dive deeper into that in part 2. Welcome back. So we were talking about this attribution feedback loop and how it helped Omaha Steaks optimize their Father's Day campaign.
Right. It's all about using data to constantly refine the campaign.
And we were saying that Claire, their AI, is constantly analyzing data, learning, and adapting. What kind of data are we talking about here?
Well, they were looking at everything. Website traffic, of course.
Makes sense.
Social media engagement, even things like weather patterns to see how they might be influencing customer behavior.
Weather patterns. Really, I'm curious, what did they learn from that?
Well, one interesting finding was that rainy days actually led to a spike in online orders for grilling accessories.
So people are stuck inside because of the rain, and they're thinking, hey, maybe I should upgrade my grilling setup.
Exactly. So Omaha Steaks could then use that data to, tailor their ads.
Right. Recommend grill covers or maybe even indoor grilling options depending on the weather forecast.
Precisely. They were connecting the dots between, well, seemingly unrelated data points. And that's how they were able to create a much more targeted and effective campaign.
That's pretty impressive. But pulling all that data together, that must have been a huge challenge, right?
Oh, absolutely. One of the biggest hurdles they had to overcome was, well, ensuring data accuracy, making sure the data from all these different sources was consistent.
Yeah, because garbage in, garbage out, right. So how did they solve that?
They had to develop a system to cleanse and standardize all that data before it was fed to Claire. It was a massive undertaking, but it was essential to make sure the AI was working with reliable data.
So data wrangling is a key part of this, even though it might not be the most exciting part.
It's crucial, and it actually led to some pretty surprising insights.
You mentioned some of those surprising insights earlier. Anything really jump out at you?
One of the most interesting findings was that certain radio ad spots were much more effective at driving online conversions than anyone expected.
Really? That's interesting, because radio can be hard to measure, right?
It can be, but with AI broadcast attribution, they were able to pinpoint those high-performing ads and adjust their media buying strategy accordingly.
So they were able to shift more of their budget to those specific time slots and stations.
Exactly. It was all about making data-driven decisions in real time.
Okay, so AI can definitely help optimize marketing campaigns, but it does raise some questions, right?
Of course, like where do we draw the line?
Right. How much personalization is too much? When does it start to feel a little creepy,
That's a valid concern. We have to remember that AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used responsibly or irresponsibly.
Right. It depends on the intentions of the people using it.
Exactly. But for this deep dive, our focus is on how Omaha Steaks used AI to optimize their Father's Day campaign. Broader ethical considerations about data privacy, those are important discussions, but they fall outside the scope of what we're looking at here.
Okay, that's fair. So we've seen how AI personalization works in marketing. What about other areas? Could AI revolutionize other online experiences, like, I don't know, online ordering?
Absolutely. Imagine ordering a pizza online, and the system already knows your favorite toppings, your usual order, maybe even suggests new combinations based on your past preferences.
Yeah, that would definitely streamline things.
It would. No more scrolling through endless menus, just a few clicks, and your perfect pizza is on its way.
Now, that's what I call a personalized experience. What about other industries, though? Do you see potential for this kind of AI-powered personalization in, say, healthcare or education?
Well, absolutely, the possibilities are endless. Imagine healthcare systems using AI to create personalized treatment plans based on your individual genetic makeup and lifestyle factors.
Wow, that's incredible.
Or think about education, where AI could power adaptive learning platforms that adjust to each student's unique learning style and pace. It's about moving away from a one-size-fits-all approach and creating truly personalized experiences tailored to each individual.
It sounds like we're moving from mass production to mass personalization.
Exactly. And AI is the driving force behind this shift. It's pretty exciting stuff.
It is. And we've covered a lot of ground here, but I think it's time to bring it back to our listener. What are the key takeaways from all of this? What can you apply to your own work or life? We'll explore that in our final segment, so don't go anywhere.
All right, welcome back for our final segment. We've been exploring how AI is changing the marketing game, focusing on Omaha Steaks' Father's Day campaign. But let's zoom out a bit and think about what all of this means for you, our listener.
Right. We've talked about AI analyzing tons of data to personalize experiences, but it's really not just about the tech itself, is it?
Not at all. It's about understanding people, their needs, their preferences, really connecting with your audience.
Yeah, exactly. So how can our listeners apply these ideas to their own work, their own lives?
Yeah.
Maybe you're not leading a huge marketing campaign like Omaha Steaks, but can you still think about personalization?
Absolutely. Even on a smaller scale, these principles apply. Let's say you're a teacher, right?
Okay, yeah, great example. Lots of different learning styles in one classroom.
Exactly. You could use AI tools to create personalized learning paths for each student, or tailor your teaching style to individual needs.
That's personalized education right there. What about if you're running a small business? Can you personalize without a massive marketing budget?
Definitely. Even simple things can make a difference, like using AI to segment your email list so you're sending more targeted messages.
So instead of one generic email blast, you're sending messages that really resonate with each person.
Right. It's about using data to build those meaningful connections. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in or how big your operation is.
Personalization is key.
It is. And as AI becomes even more accessible, the possibilities are just going to keep growing.
This deep dive has given you a glimpse into that, the power of AI personalization. And it's clear AI is transforming the world in some pretty big ways.
Yeah, it is. And as we move into this new era, the most important thing is to approach these advancements thoughtfully,
Responsibly, ethically, and with a willingness to adapt. The future isn't something that just happens to us, it's something we create. And hopefully this deep dive has given you some inspiration, some ideas to think about as we all move forward. Thanks for joining us.